Alright guys, so now we are in the apartment. We're going to have a private showing. We have quite a lot of people on this apartment on Sunday, and we have one potential buyer that want to see it again, and it's very close to our office, so it was a 2-minute stroll for me, which is very luxurious. And yeah, I mean, the sun is shining, the apartment looks very nice, the seller is very easygoing, very easy to work with. That makes me a lot more excited and just want to get the apartment sold to top dollar. And yeah, it's a big apartment, and yeah, now the lighting were very bad. Have one of my favorite ties on, as you have probably seen before, from Viola Milano. No way, form or shape, it's a collaboration, I wish. So yeah, have my navy blue suit on. I can show you my loafers also. And yeah, feel like $1,000,000. Let's crush the showing. Alright guys, so private showing is done. Did go very well, I think, at least. And like, the good thing I would say is that when you have a private showing, you can be more direct, I would say, like straight pipes. I like to ask if they like the apartment or not. It would save me a lot of time to not chase them tomorrow and the day after and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very pleased with the showing. As I mentioned before, the seller is super kind and generous and easygoing to work with, which makes my job so much more easy. And yeah, I just spoke with the seller now. I'm going to head to the office now to plan a realtor mastermind club in the evening that we have once or twice a month, with exclusively shoes and brokers on the real estate firm where I work at, which is going to be very fun. And this evening we're going to be at our office, so we have to be good hosts, and I'm going to talk a little bit about social media, my way of thinking and how I see things, and maybe I will share it with you guys also with another time. Yeah, but let's keep on crushing the day. Alright guys, so it is Thursday already, and it has been such a great week so far. We had yeah, many things happening yesterday. We had a winner's lunch. We had what should we call it, yeah, monthly meeting with the whole firm in whole Sweden. We also had a mastermind group last evening. I'm actually going to insert a photo from that here. And yeah, I mean, I was talking quite a lot about social media and how I work with it, and I did make a prediction, and I am 100% certain about that one, and that is that the winners in the future when it comes to real estate agents is going to be the ones with the biggest presence online, and the ones that has the best and the biggest and strongest personal brands are the ones that is going to be the winners. That is my big prediction, and I am 100% certain that is going to be reality, because there's so much leverage with how many people you can reach online, versus just meeting people at showings and sending on flyers and stuff like that. So yeah, that is my prediction. That's why I'm going all in on my personal brand, at least one part of it. And yeah, it wasn't late at all yesterday. I'm a little bit tired anyway, I don't know why. But sun is shining. I've started the day in the best possible way. I'm going to stay in a little bit longer at office because I'm coming in now a little bit later than I usually do. But yeah, let's crush it. So, alright guys, I actually just wanted to take a quick moment and talk a little bit about what I did share yesterday in my with the mastermind group. And I was in charge to talk a lot about social media and the way I think about it and the way I see it. And I went on talking about it for like 1 hour and 15 minutes, 1 hour 20 minutes, something like that. But like in summary, I do truly believe to my core that the winners in the future when it comes to real estate agents is going to be those with the biggest brands and the biggest personal brands online. And why do I think that? And it's because really what it's about being a successful real estate agent is getting a lot of leads, and it's going to be like such a powerful way to like beat your competitors and be like the unquestionable like pick when it comes to who should you like choose to sell your apartment with. And as I mentioned, like I am making a big prediction, and in like the coming everything from like 2 to 10 years, like the winners is going to be those with the biggest personal brands. And if you really think about it, it's like, okay, why is that? And for me, it's quite simple, because like the more people that knows that you exist, like the more people is going to reach out to you and wanting to sell their apartment with you. And therefore, like the more people that know you exist, the higher the chance of you selling more apartments, and in return the higher chance of you earning more money, having higher revenue, etc. And the funny thing is that when people have been following you for a while and they're going to pick their broker, they might invite you over. They have been following you for multiple years, and then they just pick 2 random brokers that they have heard great things of, and whatever it might be, like the chances of them not picking you when they already know who you are basically is very, very small. And I do truly believe that it's such an edge, and there's so few people out there in my niche that are like really trying to take this huge opportunity that is out there. And one big thing I wanted to emphasize also is that you don't need to have this like 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 followers on Instagram and stuff like that. Because if you are a real estate agent, the absolute best case scenario is that every single person that lives in the area where you sell is following you on your social media. Like just achieving that is like such an edge over everyone else that is working in your area. So I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit moment, and that is what I did share. And first and foremost, I thought it would be interesting to share my prediction from the future. And I am like certain that it's going to be that way. And I have already seen people that have a huge edge over others because of their personal brand. And it just becomes this kind of like X factor that separates you from others. And like, I cannot emphasize it enough, like start your journey. It's going to change your life, and I have big things coming up in the future also when it comes to social media and stuff like that. That was basically what I wanted to share. Like the power of it, and like doors is going to open to you that were never going to be open otherwise. And as I actually shared on the mastermind group yesterday, is that at least like one person every single week for like last 8 weeks have been reaching out to me, wanting to take a lunch and offer me jobs and everything you can think of in job and career and new opportunities and stuff like that. So it really like open doors that you didn't even know existed before. And I'm not just going to ramble on here. I do truly value your time, and I know the importance of time and spending it wisely. And what I wanted to say here is actually a funny question I got yesterday, and that was a person that asked me from, like, not the audience, but one of the people that attended was, "Are you regretting that you didn't start with this sooner?" And I told him, like, absolutely yes. Like, imagine me being able to, like, recording and documenting, like, my first sale as a real estate agent, and even like first day of like real estate agent school, stuff like that. I think it gives you like such an edge. And what I really wanted to say is that, like, don't sleep on these guys. Like, it's going to be such an opportunity out there, and you're using like social media, and you have such a huge leverage when you use it. So I am so, like, convinced that building a strong personal brand is like the way moving forward. So I really haven't been speaking about this in this kind of way on these vlogs before, but this is just me sharing what I'm thinking about, and like what I think the future is going to behold, and what is going to come in the future. And honestly, like, just me sitting here trying to give my absolute best tips and tricks. And I'm 27-year-old now, and like, I've done so much research in my life, and I have, really trying to crack the code to wealth and happiness and success, and how do you achieve it, and how do you make a lot of money, and all of those things. And I know there are a lot of people of you that are watching now that have this exact same thoughts as me, and as I have had before. Like, how do you make a lot of money? How do you achieve happiness? How do you create wealth? How do you create your dream life, etc., and stuff like that. And it has been something that I've been thinking about for a long time. And really, like, the biggest opportunity out there that I am aware of now is like sitting here talking to a camera. You build your presence online. So I just wanted to have a quick chat with you. Let's wrap this up. Yeah, let's continue the week. Friday tomorrow. Let's go. So, alright guys, now it's Sunday, and like, what a lovely weather outside, man. Like, it's crazy. And I'm just like prepping content and stuff, making sure that, yeah, YouTube videos are like ready to export, making sure that my like LinkedIn posts are like prepped for the week. Yesterday, like, I was like practice driving my bike for the first time for like 4.5 hours with one of my good friends. And today we're heading into office to book showings. And yeah, I mean, like, you cannot complain. Sun is shining. It's like 15 degrees here. Spring vibes all over the place. And yeah, I mean, like, I'm not that kind of person that get pissed off and sad when the weather is bad, but I just try my absolute best to make sure that when the weather is truly great, like, I extract all the benefits from it. So yeah, new day, new opportunities. Alright guys, so what is happening right now? And yeah, I'm going out for a run. Has been a super productive day, I must admit. Like, yeah, like pushing through, like making sure that I edited this YouTube video on time, so it can be exported during my showings. Just get back home and like finalizing this last details. Now I am going out for a run, and it was such a lovely weather earlier today, but now it's not. But I have to do what I have to do. It's so important to not slack, and it's so easy sometimes to just like throw in the towel and like making excuses like to why you should not work out. And something that I really understood is that the majority of people like throw in the towel, they make excuses, you know, the weather is bad, like it's not the perfect timing, like I deserve to have a rest day and stuff like that. And that's kind of things that gives me motivation, because I know the absolute majority of people out there makes excuses for themselves to why they shouldn't go out and run, and that's exactly why I should do it now. And yeah, it has been truly like an very nice like weekend. Yesterday was such a lovely day, spending like so like many hours outside and being with friends, riding the bike. So yeah, I better go out for a run now. And one thing that I just wanted to talk about, I just figured it out when I turned off the camera, and that was that a lot of people have gotten the kind of like picture of that I'm a super structured person, and I am when it comes to the things that really matter to me. But like for example, if you should like see my home now, it looked like a total mess, because you know this is actually like the price you pay for being successful, or rather say that you are a person that focus on what really matters. And like yeah, uh, my apartment sometimes can look a little bit messy, because I have so many things in the air, and I prioritize those things that really matters and will going to get myself where I want to be. And therefore sometimes I think it's very important to be okay that, or rather say it's important to be okay with, you know, sometimes your apartment isn't looking perfect and everything isn't like on point. And for me as a person, just how I am is that that is okay. And if you are a person that are doing everything you can in order to get yourself where you want to be, you have to like find your battles. And me going absolute crazy in my head because my apartment isn't like on point, minimalistic and stuff like that, it like it doesn't matter when it comes to my big goals. Of course it's nice to have a like organized and structured apartment, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I think it's important to be okay with, you know, not being perfect on every single aspect in your life. I think that is like a recipe for disaster, because you cannot be perfect on every single aspect in your life. You can for sure like leveling up and trying to improve, but you are going to be naturally like better at things and worse at other things. So I just wanted to share that. I think it's an important insight to have. But yeah, now I better go out running before the rain hits. Peace.